Welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to talk about the Fire TV Pro remote. I've had a lot of people ask me about this remote. This is an upgrade to your standard Fire TV stick. The Fire TV Pro is simply just a remote upgrade, and there are some features that some of you will definitely take advantage of. So in today's video, I'm going to go over those features. I've been using it for about a year now, so I'm very familiar, and I always use it on my main Fire TV stick, and I'll tell you why in today's video. Let's go. So Fire TV Pro, what am I talking about? Well, it's this little box right here. This is not another Fire Stick. This is simply a remote. Like I mentioned in the intro, it's this guy right here. It almost looks like the regular remote, but there's some features on this that I use regularly, and I definitely think it's worth it. However, not for everybody. So we're going to talk about in today's video kind of who it's for, who it's not for, what are the features of this, and then you can determine whether it is for you. So how much is this little Pro remote right here? Well, I'll tell you what, the Fire Stick is on sale recently for 35 bucks. This is the newest 4K Max. I think they're about 45 bucks right now. Well, it was on sale for 35 recently, and the remote, the Pro remote, was also $35. So it was basically the cost of a whole new Fire Stick just for the remote alone, which for a lot of people seems a little bit silly. In fact, the majority of the people wouldn't even take advantage of one feature on this remote. So this remote really caters to those that use their Fire Stick as their main streaming device, and they know how to use the Fire Stick. They've watched some of my videos or other people's videos, and you've learned some things like how to add third-party apps, how to get free live TV, how to do all of the things that the Fire Stick is really designed to do. You can do with this remote. There's programmable buttons on here. There's a backlit on here. There's also a remote finder if you lose your remote. Some pretty cool features. So we're going to talk about all three of those in today's video because those are the three main benefits. The first one's programmable buttons. So if you run those third-party apps or other specific apps on your Fire TV stick and you want quick access to them without having to scroll through all the menu options, you can program two buttons on here. They still have the hot buttons, which are not remappable, and that is, it looks like on mine, it's Prime, Netflix, Disney Plus, and Hulu. It could be different depending on the country that you're in, but there are two programmable buttons, programmable button number 1 and number 2, and there are instructions with the remote on how to program those. They're very simple, very easy to do. Anybody can do that. So programming these buttons is a huge benefit for those that use their Fire Stick on a regular basis and use more apps than just those 4 apps right there. The second big benefit of this, and this is something that I utilize, well, I take advantage of more than any other, and that's the backlit keys. I'm always in the dark, and trying to find the keys in the dark, if you don't have it memorized, and every time they come out with a new model, they move the buttons a little bit and confuse you. Well, this one has backlit, so I like to watch TV in the dark sometimes, and guess what? Now I can see the keys. I don't know why they did not add that to any of the other Fire Sticks. I thought for sure the newest Max would have backlit keys, but they didn't. So the Pro remote has that. It also has a remote finder, so you could actually ask, where are you? And it will chirp for you, and you can find the remote. So if you lose your remote in the cushions or whatever, you can find it just by asking, where are you? And it will locate it and let you know with an annoying chirp where it's located at. So there are 3 big benefits to this remote over the older remote. There's a few other little things, like there's a headphones Bluetooth button here, so you can directly connect to Bluetooth headphones or Bluetooth speaker just by pressing a little button on the remote. That's something that's not on here. To be able to do it on here, you can either go into settings or hold down the home button to get to a shortcut menu to get to your Bluetooth to turn it on. This has a hot button right to it. So there's a few other things on here. I'm not going to get too much into it because I really mentioned the 3 big ones on there, and that is programmable buttons, backlit, remote finder. Pretty cool features. Is it worth $35? Would you take advantage of any of those features? Would it make your life better or easier by having this remote? That's really how you determine whether it is for you. It's just this little box right here. Again, you're not getting a new Fire Stick. You are simply getting a secondary remote. And just a reminder, this remote works with all models after the first generation. So second generation, third generation, Fire Stick Lite, Fire Stick 4K, the Max. The newest Max Series 2, this remote will program to any of those. It even programs to a Cube. And your Fire TV, but you lose a couple features by using this on a Fire TV, but you could program it on your TV as well. So it really works with almost all of the Fire devices, which is very, very nice. So that's it, guys. That's the Firestick Pro remote. For those of you that have asked me recently about the Firestick Pro remote, hopefully this answered your questions. If you do have any questions, feel free to comment down below. Hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks again, everybody. Bye.